Hello, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to be notified when we go live again. Please comment even after the show if you're watching this on the replay so that we know you are here. If you're here now, say hello. I can see you guys in the comments. Hello, Chantel. Hello, the demon guy. Who else is here? Hello, Angela. All right. So please consider sending us a super chat or become a member. Remember, it's my birthday, so super chat would be awesome. Anyways, we're raising money to build a training academy to teach you how to investigate all of the phenomenon within the ultra spectrum. Also, what do I got? I got something around here. I don't have it. Well, anyways, if you want some cool merch like that poster right there on the wall, and that's my new guy, Ralph. I'm going to name him Ralph. Got him today. Thank you, Priscilla. Love you. You want cool merch like that, head over to paranormalhangar.com. All proceeds go back into the mission so we can continue to heal the world. Kevin, my dad. Sorry, I called you Kevin. Hello, Dad. Thank you for joining us. So sit back, relax, because the birthday special, episode number 55, starts right now.
This is Lady Anne, owner of KPNL Radio and hostess of the Caravan Library of Lore, and I support TESA. As an experiencer myself, I have filed my own reports with them, and the professionalism and heart they have shown my case goes above and beyond. If you have had an experience, I cannot recommend TESA enough.
Hi, this is Ernie Hudson, Winston Zedmore from Ghostbusters. I want to let you know that Ryan Stacey, he's created the Experiencer Support Association, TESA. You can check them out at www.tesacan.org. Now, they investigate paranormal, UFO, and provide support to experiencers. But you can check them out at, like I said, www.tesacan.org and see for yourself if they're really Ghostbusters. I can tell you this, they are a non-profit organization. Good luck, have fun, and keep it blessed.
Good evening. You are listening to Beyond the Tinfoil Hat, a podcast by the Experiencer Support Association. TESA is a UFO, paranormal, and paracryptid investigation association. We investigate everything belonging to the global phenomenon linked to highly strange and unexplained experiences. We also connect experiencers with other experiencers, creating a safe, positive environment to engage and discuss this phenomenon without judgment, criticism, or retribution. From the land of the white rolling sands, on the southeasterly tip of Georgian Bay, to all of you listening around the world, as we simulcast live on KPNL Radio, we salute you. If you want to go back and listen to our previous episodes, go to youtube.com/the Experiencer Support Association. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to be instantly notified when we are live, not only for these episodes, but every single element TESA has to offer. On our website, tesacan.org, we have something for everyone. We have support for experiencers, data for independent researchers, and places to advertise for professional partners. Hello, everybody. Today is Thursday, June 10th, 2021, and I, Ryan Stacey, am your host this evening. Super chat, click the $ next to your name in the comment box and choose any amount you want to donate. Ask your questions live. If you're catching this on the replay, please consider becoming a member and unlock bonus content, including behind-the-scenes, bloopers, and new project developments. Our guest for Season 3, Episode 19 is my Uncle Brad. It's my birthday, and for this podcast, I bribed my uncle to come onto the show to talk about his experiences. He's seen UFOs, strange objects on Mars, photos from NASA. He would like the audience to know that he is single and willing to be abducted by any alien at any time. I see him laughing in the backstage here. So let's have some fun, celebrate my birthday on a special episode. And if this goes well, since I see the family here, hello Ashley, hello Dad. I don't know why you're not coming in here. If this goes well, we'll get on Uncle Al and we'll talk about how flat the Earth may or may not be. So without further ado, we'll bring on Brad. Hello, Brad.
How's everybody doing?
How are you doing?
Not too bad, you?
Good. So first question, Brad.
What?
Why are you the way you are?
Hey!
Why are you the way that you are?
The way I am? Why? What do you mean?
Never mind. Okay, so the first question, all right, is brought to you by Tim the Demon Guy Morrison, who's now doing the icebreakers. So he wrote a question. I haven't looked at it. I'm going to look at it now. And the first question of the night comes from Tim the Demon Guy Morrison. So you can find him at the Demon Guy on Facebook and the Demon Guy Canada on Twitter. What the?
Okay.
His question is, Brad, if you could design a planet, what would your perfect planet look like?
Be like Earth. Perfect planet would be like Earth.
Okay, so is Earth perfect?
Not really.
I don't think so. Let's pretend Earth is something else. What else would it be?
Perfect Earth. I can't see any planet be perfect. Or perfect Earth.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just get into it. So, do you believe in aliens?
Yeah, I believe in aliens.
Why do you believe in aliens?
Well, before I didn't. When I was young, I didn't believe in that stuff. But I'd say about 10 years old, about 9 or 10, my brother and I were playing in back the schoolyard there in Port Nickel one time. And we were playing ball, and everything got quiet, and we heard this noise, and we looked up, and all I could see was this orange bottom thing way up there, and we watched it, and then we watched it for a little while, and it took off, just like that. So that's when I started believing UFOs and aliens.
Which brother was with you? Was it
Well, it was my brother Alan.
Uncle
I
Al?
hope he would have got mad at me, but yeah, he was with me at that time. But we were young then.
Yeah. So have you seen anything else?
Oh, well, I was about 19. I was living in down in Trenton. I went outside of the house, went for a smoke, and I looked up, and this great big light just turned on, like a big light bulb. And I watched it, and it just took off. That's, I believe in stuff like that.
What color was the light bulb?
It was bright, really white.
Really white?
Yeah,
Any other witnesses?
No,
No.
just me.
Okay. Anything else happen?
No.
So you just saw the two things when you were younger?
Yeah, when I was younger, that's it. That's why I believe in stuff like that.
Okay. Have you ever seen any of the aliens though? Any of the bodies? Any of the?
No. I wish I could.
Yeah. Okay. Do you remember the time, a long time ago, when we were working on that family's cottage?
Yeah, and you're talking about the triangle and that?
Yeah, you forgot about that. Why didn't you mention that?
Well,
So tell that story. Tell that story. What happened then?
Well, we were driving home. We saw this great big triangle thing, Hey?
Yeah.
What the?
Well, Yeah, so I'll help you out. So we were, and by the way, this is Brad's first ever podcast on a video thing.
Yeah.
So let's give it up for Brad for accepting this bribe from me because it's my birthday. So thank you. So we were working on something, some deck or something back in the day, and we were coming home on Champlain Road, right up by
Yeah, that was with yeah. Okay, I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So also, because you're new to podcast, this is live. So don't name any specifics, okay? Can't edit this. So on the way home, above the radio tower, right, we saw this I guess diamond shaped.
It was a diamond shape.
It was like a diamond shape, black, right? It was black.
Yeah, black. Okay.
Yeah, you almost drove us into the ditch because you were so excited.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it, but the thing is when we came back the next day, it wasn't there.
It wasn't there. No.
No, I still remember that. I don't know what that was.
I don't know what it was either, but it was floating in the air.
Yeah. What do you think it could be?
UFO.
Okay. What are UFOs?
Unidentified objects. You know, you can't. The Americans and that, they say they don't know what they are. So, you know, I say they're from another planet.
Yeah? Why do you say that?
Because if you ever look at Mars, they're up there.
Yeah, we're going to get into that. Don't worry.
But, no, I think we're not alone. Everything, they're keeping it all from us. I believe in stuff and that. So the government just keeping it away from us so the people won't panic.
Mm-hmm. That's quite possible. So what do you think about what's happening in the news so you're talking about the disclosure, right? The government?
Yeah. Well, the government, like, they got stuff right now. The pilots are getting things on there they can't even keep up with, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't own nothing like that.
Yeah.
So if we did own something like that, imagine what we can do with that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So how do you know we don't have that though? How do you because remember we're waiting for an answer, right?
Well, we're waiting for it, yeah. Well, you think the Americans are going to say, "Well, we got this machine. That's one of ours," if they don't even know what it is?
They might have to though, with all this pressure.
Wow, that's hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay, so all right. Let's talk about. We'll come back to aliens here. What about ghosts?
Ghosts? Yeah, well, I come with that. Yeah, I believe in ghosts. I believe in ghosts because we used to live in a house down by Trenton. There used to be a Battle warehouse, and I swear that place was haunted.
Why?
Just at night sometimes I heard somebody walking up in the attic and that. I don't know. I was young back then. And then I had one time, I don't know, something was pulling on my blankets when I was young, pulling blankets off of me. So that's, yeah. Oh, I believe in ghosts. Even my mom does.
So what did that feel like when those blankets got pulled off of you?
It was like somebody pulled them off and I pulled them back up on me. Went back to sleep. So,
there's nobody there?
Nobody there, no.
Yeah.
But I was young then, but I do believe in ghosts.
Do you think it might have been an alien, not a ghost?
Nah.
No?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay. So, well, hey, you mentioned Grandma. She was spiritual, was she not?
Oh, Mom, yeah. Mom believed in stuff like that.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Mom used to talk about, she was out in the backyard and she see over the graveyard at night. She said she saw stuff, little round circles floating around and all that behind the graveyard. You know, we used to live behind the graveyard.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I know. I remember that. So, hey, the Demon Guy, thank you for that super sticker. Ashley, thank you for that super sticker. Right on. Thank you. So Ashley's here. So just so you guys know, like Ashley, if you want to ask a question for Uncle Brad, Dad, if you want to ask a question, I hope you figured it out by now. Anyone else want to ask questions? Help me out here. So, well, Grandma used to read cards, did she not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She used to read a lot of cards, but she had to stop
Mm-hmm.
because too many things happened when she was reading cards.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to talk about that?
And people started blaming her for it, so she quit. Oh, she had one friend. He used to live in down Frankfurt. He was a friend, and she said there was going to be an accident. She read the cards. She didn't want to read the cards to him. Okay, and she read the cards to him, and he said that it was going to be an accident and somebody's going to die. But anyways, it was an accident. His baby died in the car accident, and
She read the cards, and she knew that was going to happen, right?
Yeah. So it happened. My mom used to read. I've been trying all the time. Ask her, "Would you read my cards?" She wouldn't do that. She wouldn't read my cards.
Was it just you being the, you had, what, 9 of you, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't read the cards for her or for everybody?
Well, everybody knew Mom read cards.
I know, but
Mom
she
wouldn't
not
read my cards. No,
would she read somebody else's?
No, she wouldn't read it. She wouldn't read none. I don't think she read the boys' or my brother's cards. Or, read them or anything. She wouldn't. She wouldn't even do me. Like I asked her, read my cards for me. She says no. Well, one time, she told me. She says, "You going out tonight?" I'm going out, and I said to her, "I said I'm going to go out." She said, "You be careful.
Yeah.
You might get in an accident." Well, I ended up in an accident.
Yeah.
Yeah. I smashed my car up.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
And she used to read not tarot cards, she read playing cards, right?
Playing cards, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh yeah, she used to tell us some good stories. I tell you that.
Well, let's talk about it. We got an hour and a half to go, man. Let's talk about stories. We're here.
Well, nowadays she said she one time she saw this guy. Oh no, I think she was just pulling her legs or anything. But the guy was kneeling beside her bed. He had hoofs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking to her. Yeah, I said, what? Yeah, she said, I guess it was, I don't know. I believe my mom.
Yeah.
But she said some weird things happened to her.
Yeah.
But, she was reading cards. She was I think she even read tea leaves.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. But she said a lot of things. And like she said some things to me. Sometimes it did happen to me. She said, "Be careful, something's going to happen to you." Something did happen to me.
Like what? Like what? What
Like
did she say?
Get in my car accident, or else I'm going to cut myself or hurt myself. I end up cutting myself or something like that.
How do you know she wasn't cursing you?
My mother's not a witch.
I'm just joking.
No. She believed in a lot of stuff.
Now, in your opinion, would you say that she was psychic with reading the cards, or how do you think that connection, based on your understanding of the phenomenon,
To me,
how do you think she made that work?
well, back then, I guess she was. Because she used to read cards to people, and she stopped reading them because things happened. So, that's when she stopped reading them.
Mm-hmm. Like that, what happened to the to the boaters, to the boat?
Yeah, well, the guy kept on bugging her to read her cards, and she read them, and she said it was going to be an accident. It was an accident, and what happened was he stopped in front of the railroad tracks,
Mm-hmm.
and the car slid. The train was coming, and they got out, but the baby didn't make it. So,
Strange.
I don't know. That is strange.
Yeah.
That's why then the person comes back and blames her for it. So
Yeah. So okay. So do you think that has to do with the native side, perhaps?
probably,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're half Indian, so
More than that, but yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are learning a little bit about me tonight too. We can't talk half the cup without doing a little family history here. But all right. So, what about horoscopes? How do you feel about that?
Horoscopes, nah.
Sorry,
Not
Chantel,
either.
thank you for that super sticker. Happy
I'm not
birthday. Thank you for that. Ashley, she asks, didn't you see a sighting when I drove to work, Uncle Brad? Do you know what she's talking about?
No, I can't remember.
Can't remember. Hey, Ash, can you be more specific to help Brad out? Remember? Or maybe that's a story we shared earlier. I don't know. My dad says, I've been watching, trying to get it on my laptop. Okay, you do that. All right. And Ashley, Dad says hi. All right.
Okay. He hung up on me.
Sorry, Brad.
What happened there, bro?
I hit the exit button. And Tim, the Demon Guy, says, welcome, Stacey's
Welcome.
family. And then Chantel said, my grandmother also read playing cards. Right on.
Yeah.
Ashley, thank you for that super sticker. Appreciate that. And then my dad says she had a gift. No one really knows where she acquired it. So here's the thing, Dad. Since you're here, and Brad, and everybody, I had a psychic reading on a couple episodes earlier with a guy named James Tyson who was able to see some sort of apparition of some sort behind my left side. I believe we dissected that. Described a woman wearing black with these glasses and all these other things. Really interesting characteristics that sounded weird. But he said it was on Grandma's side. So I ended up finding some pictures. Remember that old picture, Brad? You might remember the old picture of all the boys before they drowned, and then Aunt Rosie, and then.
Well, I could tell you a story about that. What happened? My mother noticed, when this accident happened, there was a great big ashtray beside the coffee table. It split the cracked in half. My mom, when the ashtray cracked, it was a great big thick ashtray. No cigarettes were in it. It cracked in half. My mom looked at Dad and said, something happened. And that's when the phone rang. And that's when we found out Eugene and them all together.
Yeah. So I'll give context to that. Hairless Primate, thank you for joining in. Thank you for the happy birthday. Have a good night from the UK. Thanks for staying up this late. Appreciate it. Okay, so I guess a backstory. So a large portion of our Contois family went out on a boat ride. They were cautioned not to by Grandma because the cards, right? She read the cards that day. You and my dad almost went on that boat ride, but Grandpa said no way, right?
Yeah.
Essentially. And if that had happened, well, I wouldn't be here, right?
No, but what happened was the guy didn't have the plug in the boat.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. But she was able to predict and sense that something could happen. So with the history, when I was coming back with that picture, is that James Tyson had described a woman I had never seen before, but said was on my grandmother's side. So when I did some digging and some research, and remember when I showed you that picture and asked you who this was, you said that was Aunt Rosie?
Yeah.
Right. Well, in turn, so remember Mom's mom, so Grandma's mom?
Yeah.
Elma,
yeah.
right? So the description that this guy had made looked like her. He had her pinned down to the glasses, to the brooch, to the Christian Bible, to everything that she carried around. And he indicated to me at that point that that's where the psychic ability started from, on that lineage, on that side. So it may have been passed down from Grandma's side through.
Could be.
and then I got the touch too.
Right.
So, like it's carried on to the download side of things. So let me see here. Kevin says, "Why? Well, I do know she was really handy with the broom." Yeah, yeah. Grandma had her. They had her moments, that's for sure.
Yeah, she was good with the broom, bringing over her back. Okay.
Yeah. All right. The X-Quest says, how many generations back do these experiences go back in your family? Any idea? It strikes me that there's a strong paranormal family tie. What do you think, Brad? And thank you for these questions, guys. I appreciate it. This helps.
Aunt Rosie used to say things. When I used to go to see Aunt Rosie, she used to say things about, she said she hears about a lot of things about people talk about haunted houses and you see somebody standing there, you know. You know, but I don't know. It runs in the family, I guess.
Yeah, more so on that side. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's strange.
No, I believe in ghosts and that.
Did you say goats?
Ghosts.
Ghosts. Okay.
Ghosts.
Yeah. Do you remember that time? Do you remember that time when Priscilla and I played that trick on you, that phone game with that ghost?
Yeah, I scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. Okay. So there was this app, and Brad was alone in the house, and it was this app where wherever he took a picture, it would automatically input an apparition, I guess, in the background or the foreground. So we had him convinced that every time he took a picture with his flip phone that he was capturing ghosts. And it went on for a while, and then it got to the point where we left the house, and then we could observe him from outside going around trying to take pictures because it turned the app off. And we ended up scaring the hell out of him. So I thought, you know, good times back in the day. All right. Well, okay. Well, let's talk. Well, shit, we're only a half hour in, Brad. We got an hour and a half.
Okay, we got lots to talk about. I got over 3,000 pictures.
Well, okay. You know what? Let's get into that. We'll break that down. So I'm going to share my screen here.
Yeah.
So Brad, let's do some context. So previously on the show, we have Kids Future says RH negative blood. That could be a question. So I have I had O negative blood, but then I had a blood transfusion when I was a kid, and then my plasma's turned to a positive, so I'm forever an O positive. But so that's kind of interesting too. I don't know about grandma. What about, do you know your blood type, Brad?
No, I don't know about that. It's red.
Well, actually, it's technically blue. Yeah. Okay, so I'll do some context. Previously on the show, we had the topic of pareidolia, which is essentially the delusion of when you look at objects, you think that they are shapes of other things, and then when you tell other people what you think it is, your mind starts to see it. Doesn't necessarily mean that it is what is there. There's also an audio version of that where people could hear a sound and say it sounds like this, then all of a sudden everybody hears that. It's a phenomenon that exists. However, giving the pretext or giving the circumstances that we are weeks away from possible disclosure, and it sounds like anything is possible these days, Brad has spent a lot of time looking at pictures of Mars, and he, amongst a lot of people, believe these to be objects that may be something else. So we're just going to look at these and have an off-the-cuff discussion about it, and hear Brad's point of view on that. I don't necessarily endorse, but we're going to have a good conversation for the sake of the episode here. So, all right. So, Brad, I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to share the screen, which is just going to show the one that you sent me, and then later on we can bring other things up. And guys, just so you know, like, this is just a a fun podcast because it's my birthday. You know, like if you guys want to talk about anything, ask any questions, throw them in here. There's no format. We're just really hanging out, saying happy birthday to this guy.
Well,
Okay.
this
So what is-
here,
what is
that
this,
looks like some kind of machinery in there to me. That
Okay.
don't look. That's not rock or anything. That's a steel piece. That's all steel there. That's what it looks like to me. It's not rock.
Okay, so first of all, I need to understand what we're looking at here.
This here, you see this here with the little U in it and all that? Well, you can't see my finger where it's pointing, but you look at it, it's got a cutout in the hole here in the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, that looks like a part of machinery there.
Why does that look like a machine to you?
Because the way the bottom is and the way the shape is and the way it's cut out,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Yeah.
Okay.
Just the way the bottom and all that is. That looks like it's not rock or anything. That looks like steel to me, rusted old steel.
But it could be rock, could it not?
No, it's not rock.
Well, how do you know? How can you be so?
How you going to know if Mother Nature made that? Mother Nature didn't make that.
But how? Unless you go to Mars, how can you be so certain? You're very confident that this.
Because I see what I can see down here. You got rock down here and that, and rock up here,
Yeah.
right? And around there, that's not rock. That is not rock around there. Underneath there, that's a part of the machinery or something. To me,
Okay.
you look at it.
My dad says they're rock.
They're not rocks.
Okay.
But I'm not going to argue with you guys.
Let's go on to the next one. What are we looking at here?
You see this long thing there? I don't know what this is.
This one?
Yeah, you see it long with legs on it and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. You tell me. It's not. That's not a rock.
Well, it could be. It
No,
could be
it's not.
rock.
How can you get a rock shape that kind of shape? It looks like an end of a barrel or something on there. I don't know.
Okay. Well, we have to go there. You do. So I just want to let you guys know there are some interesting ones that he has here that I'm going to agree with.
And look at this one here. Look at see the V. How can Mother Nature or a rock be shaped like a V with a carving inside of it? You know that looks like some piece of a carving or something.
Well, if it has ever rained on that planet many years ago, it could have eroded a little bit.
Not like that.
Mm-hmm. Kids Future asks, where is the training academy to be if no? So the training academy will start online. It's in development. I hope maybe by the end of the summer I'll be able to start the first course on that, and we'll actually have a commercial about the academy at the hour mark. All right. So how did you get the screen to be purple? How did you do that?
I use different colored paper to bring out what I see. To me, this looks like a body line there.
Why
Right?
does that look like a body to you?
Just the way the shape is. And then you see above here, the darkness right in that spot there looks like an eye socket. I don't know. That's what I see with my eyes.
So it's interesting.
And down here, you
Yeah.
see like a hip bone right here. It's a
Yeah.
little right there. That looks like your hip bone right there. You know
So
what I
it's-
mean?
Yeah, but sand, so Chantel makes a good point. Sand and wind could erode the rock over time. But I do see this eye shape that you see.
Yeah, and then in the back here where the head is, and that you see the I guess it's hair, dark hair there or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's what I see.
Okay.
It's been there for a long time.
So what kind of species would this be, or is this a statue? Let's assume you're
It could
this
be a statue. It could be a statue, or it could be some dead alien on there.
And you know what? The funny thing is too is we have no way to determine
We
whether or
have
not
no way, no.
because we can't go to Mars or not. Now, the interesting thing about this, there are a lot of people that believe in this possibility, and yeah, so that sees the shape. That's what I was trying to say about that phenomenon, pareidolia, because we don't see it at first, but since Brad has mentioned it, now we all see it. But does that actually mean that that is in fact what it is? And there's no way to actually interpret that for sure unless we go to Mars, which is very convenient because we can't get there. We can't even leave right now.
Put it this way, somebody asked if I wanted to go, I'll go.
So, like, hypothetically speaking, though, there are other supporting theories to support the idea that it's possible that we as a civilization originated on the red planet and traveled, however, to here. So it's not entirely out to lunch for this to be. It's plausible that these very well could be some sort of shark.
Well, to me too, but Mars, I don't think Mars was hit by a meteorite.
Well, science says that, and we have no way, unless we have a time machine.
If you look at Mars with that great big cave in front of it, it looks like it's been shot at. Okay,
So this one's interesting. So another thing too, I want to point out. Transpermia. That's what you want to go with, and that's
okay. This is the Chinese Mars. This is 2 days ago when the Chinese went up there with their machine, their rover. And this is the first picture I got from the new rover.
This one is interesting.
Yeah, this one is a face carving. If you look at it, it is.
Yeah, I see a nose. It looks like a nose.
It's a carving. I know what carvings look like, a stone carving. But if you go down and look at Mexican or the Eastern Island,
Eastern Island,
you can see stuff like that.
Chantel says, "Are these images from a rover?" Yes, Chantel, these are from the Mars rover.
The Mars rover, but it's the new one, the Chinese rover.
Chinese one. And then Tim, the David guy, says Easter Island ? Yes. Yeah, that's what it kind of resembles as well.
Yeah.
And I see that too, and it kind of has this Egyptian vibe.
Yeah.
Right.
I got a lot of stuff that it looks like. Well, some of them look like aliens to me.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Is it's hard to check. It's hard to validate because we can't go to the planet. But if you accept the possibility that we originated from this planet, it would make sense for there to be leftovers somewhere on this planet. And if NASA's taking pictures and they're just showing it, and someone like you amongst a lot of other people looking for these things.
Yeah, but you see what NASA and them do, they're pointing things out what they want to look at, but they don't see what by the rover. I see this stuff by the rover and that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't look just at the stuff that they're pointing at, like this here.
Yeah, that one kind of looks like a monkey to me.
It's got two faces on it. One's on this side here. They got a great big nose and mouth, and then you got a face on the side of it.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Two nostrils there.
That's on Mars.
So do you think these are carvings, like statues?
Yeah, they're statue carvings. There's life up there. And this little, I don't know what that is. It looks like a little kitty on Mars. If you take a real good close, see?
Yeah, we used to have a cat named Mars. That kind of looks like Mars.
Yeah, but you can't see it because the rover's standing there looking at the mountain. I'm looking at something else. I look for something else.
So you're zooming in on these big high-res pictures, right?
Yeah. See, right. That's on Mars.
This one here.
That's in the air.
Okay.
Okay. That the rover looking at it. That's in the air. That's a ship. There, look at that face there now.
This one right
Mother Nature cannot carve like that. I can carve that, but Mother Nature can't. But some people tell me.
Chantel asked if that's a hill. Yeah, there's a hill there, I'm sure.
Yeah, the rocks and that.
But this one's interesting too, because if you look at the shadows, okay, you got
a big nose. You got.
You're seeing it looks like a face. I see a face, but and again, this is tricky. Same thing if we're doing this with the moon, right? You can look at rocks on this planet and see shapes. You can look at clouds and see shapes.
There's stuff inside the craters you got to look at. It's not on top of the moon. It's inside the moon. And it's the same thing with Mars. They're inside. See, look like this here. This is where I got this picture. That's when they have the helicopter. They're trying to fly it. This whatever that is, and that flying machine beside it are watching the little helicopter. They sat there. So, and this is a rover, and this is whatever you want to call that. That's a ship or something.
Okay.
But
hey, what's interesting about that's in the air, right?
Yeah, that's in the air behind the rover.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's do a little fact checking here. So structures on Mars. You're not the only person to be thinking like this.
Well, I got people sending me stuff too.
And then there's other people that have found some other stuff, and I wanted to share it if my computer will allow me.
Well, I go and tell you guys, we're not alone. They're here. They're living on our planet, on the ground. I wouldn't mind meeting them. I wouldn't be scared of them.
I remember seeing stuff like this.
Yeah, there's a pyramid there.
Like a pyramid, right?
But there's a big statue head behind it.
This one here, I remember. Look at that one. That kind of clearly looks like a head.
Yeah, they say it looks like Bama. But
so you've seen those ones then, eh?
I see a lot, yeah. But I got a lot of aliens too. You know, little tiny creatures, whatever you are. I got pictures of them too.
So what do they want? Yeah.
Yeah, there. You see the head behind that pyramid? Beside it?
Yeah, over here?
Yeah. Just bring that in. You can see the big head there. I think something happened up there. I think there was a war up there. No meteorite hit them.
Why do you think that? Let's talk about that.
Just the way the power, the stuff, the way it's lying around. And you see all these carvings and that on the ground. I think they're attacked by somebody.
How do you think we were created?
Wow, you guys say God created us. I don't really believe in God, but
that's okay. But how did we get here, Brad?
Hell if I know. I think we're some kind of experiment.
Okay, and conducted by who?
I say aliens.
Okay. You would be the first person to say that.
Right. But to me, I had a hard time even when I was young believing in God. So I don't think there is a God.
Okay. Tim says
if there was a God, none of this, all this shit wouldn't happen in the world.
Well, that's
well, you never know. But anyways.
Tim says we were brought here by storks. Thanks, wise guy.
I think storks. Okay, Jim. I'll remember that.
Tim.
Tim. Yeah. Okay. Nah, I think we were brought here.
Okay. Brought here by what? Aliens?
I think so.
Okay. And where do these aliens come from?
They probably came from Mars or someplace else. I don't know.
Dad says now, indeed. So he's all like teal coming here from Stargate. That pyramid is actually on Mars. That's pretty interesting. Hey, he spells just like I do. Wrong. You know, it is interesting. So, like, there's a band, that local band called Pyramids on Mars. There are pyramids. Actually, you know what? Let's look that up. And since the family's here, like, you know, ask questions here.
Well, I got pictures on my phone
We didn't have time to download every single one of them.
Well, I got over 3,000 some pictures of what I see on Mars.
This one's
Like,
kind of.
you see that's to me. If you take a very close zoom up there, that's a carving. That's carved. It's like a shape of a body and all that, and a face on that.
Kind of looks like an old catapult.
Yeah, something like that, but it's a carving. Like it's been carved out.
Okay, so let's. Did you know that there's pyramids in Antarctica?
There is.
Yeah. So let's talk about pyramids. Pyramids all over the place. And interesting enough, I recently learned because my TESA symbol has a triangle on the bottom of it, and I was trying to think pyramid. Where else would there be black pyramids?
Right.
And there's actually specifically black pyramids in Antarctica.
Well, you see that's what's going on now. We're starting to see more of this up north pole because the ice is melting more, right? So we're starting to see more stuff, and that's why the Russians are up there too. So
Everybody's
there's stuff up there. There's stuff up there that we don't know about.
I'm not quite sure if that one's Photoshop. Probably.
That's not. I can't see that being snow mountains.
That kind of looks a little obvious.
Yeah, but I believe in that stuff now. So all I have to do now is find myself a real alien.
So pyramids on the moon.
Yeah, there's stuff in the craters. If everybody look on the dark side, and you'll see. Look in the craters. Yeah.
So what do you think is significant about a pyramid?
There's pyramids on there, and there's carvings inside the craters and everything. There's even ships up there. I found them.
You remember if you were talking about Easter Island, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that they are actually full bodies?
Yeah, I found out. Yeah, they're all full bodies. I found that out. We used to watch the show. Yeah. Before they thought it was just the head sticking out. Now they found the bodies.
Yeah, so I don't know how many people know that. So I just wanted to share that because we were talking about it.
Yeah. But if you really look at that head on there, and you look at that other one I showed you,
Yeah. The back of these things, though, were interesting. Let me see if I can find a picture. They kind of had this Egyptian style.
Yeah,
On the back.
On the back, yeah, I see that. I see what on there, the design and the lines on the back and circles and all that. That's amazing. I would love to have a job like that, digging stuff up like that.
So what do you think these are here? What do you think those meant? What's the symbol of? Because if that's on this planet and that's what we're seeing on the other planet, and if we started there and then now we're here, with plus in millions and thousands of years, however you want to go into that, what does it mean?
I think what happened was they came down to Earth because they had a war up there. They screwed up Mars. Right? Mars was almost like a sister to Earth, right? It was almost like Earth. So they probably had a great big fight up there, and they came to Earth. That's all I can see. Because there's no way a meteorite knocked out the dinosaurs, right? And it created a great big hole. But if you look at Mars itself, if you look at the way that shot on the front of Mars, it looks like it's been shot at. To me, been hit. You see a great big cut inside in front of the Mars. That's where it all started. Right there. You see how it goes right across? And then this is Mars, right?
Right.
Yeah, this is my theory. It's been hit by something. but it was no meteorite.
Well, what do you think? What do you think was big enough to cause damage like that?
Well, probably a big nuke or something like that.
And who had the nuke?
Could be some enemy, another planet or something. We're not alone. There's a lot of different aliens and all that. A lot of different planets.
Have you ever seen an alien?
No.
We believe quite a lot for not seeing any of these things.
Well, I'm seeing things on Mars, and I believe that they're a real thing. I got aliens, pictures of aliens, and to me, I believe in them now.
Okay. So what do you think about? Let's talk about Roswell. What do you think about Roswell?
Well, they got stuff in there that it's all they cover that all up. There's something. They had a crash UFO back then. I wasn't born then, so to me, I still say they got something. Well, you're going to tell me a guy in the Army and everything else doesn't know what a balloon looks like, or a weather balloon? Huh?
No,
come on,
Well, they claimed it to be unknown at first, and then they covered it up, or changed.
They covered it up. They covered up. They covered up. They keep on covering it up. It's time to give us the truth. I don't know why they're going to worry about what can we do about it? Is the people going to panic because we got other life forms?
Mm-hmm.
They are?
I don't know.
What are they going to do? Can't do nothing about it.
Why do you think they keep it from us all these years with the disclosure?
Because the people are going to panic.
How do you think the government was able to contain it, stop them from coming out on their own?
They can't stop it. I think it's time for everybody to know about them.
Yeah.
I think so. What are you going to do? What do you, I don't know. It's just a big laugh to me. But why hide it?
Yeah. You think it's possible that this is a fake alien invasion that they're preparing for? Or do you think this is the real deal?
I'm going to say I don't think it will be fake.
You don't think so? You think this is the real one?
When it's time, we're going to have. They're flying around up in Mars too. If you ever look at them, they're even watching the rover. So they're going to start coming down here now. Soon they landed on Mars and that.
Mm-hmm.
They already told them we're here.
Okay.
So the Mars people are going to be coming to us.
And who are the Mars people? What do they look like?
Don't ask me. But I got pictures of some aliens. But the one I got between the rock looks like a lizard type.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? And I got another one that looks like it's got a green head on it and that, and it looks, I don't know. But maybe that's why they had a fight, because they look different.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Okay. No, it's okay, man. I'm asking questions. We're filling the time. The audience can ask questions. I would appreciate you guys to ask some comments there. We're going to pause on this one and head to commercial. So we'll continue after a message from our professional partners. If you're listening to this live on KPNL Radio or a future podcast, head over to youtube.com/the Experience Group Support Association to see the video that goes with this audio. Remember, you are listening to Beyond the Tinfoil Hat, a podcast by the Experience Group Support Association, and we will be right back.
Ryan is one of Canada's leading new UFO investigators. He conducts and oversees UFO investigations on a constant basis and was really taken by his research. He's compiled a tremendous amount of data regarding UFOs in Canada. And just as interesting, he really goes over how UFO investigations are done and what are some of the mistakes that people make when they submit evidence. Note for starters, don't edit your videos or photos before you send them. If you want to hear more follow-up conversation between Ryan and myself, you can go to richardolanmembers.com, where we have a candid conversation on ufology, the paranormal, and more. And remember, while we learn and grow and search for the truth, let's be good to each other.
The same thing that draws aliens to our planet is the same thing that draws us to others. Exploration, curiosity, sustainability of life, that's why we go. It would make sense as to why they're visiting here.
Travis! Quit playing around, man! Get back here! Travis!
The last thing I remember was this numbing shock. Stunning sort of a feeling. Very powerful.
Get away from me!
I was just out of my mind with fear, just screaming the whole time.
It's been theorized that aliens prefer remote areas because they don't want to attract attention. Whatever it is that they're doing, they would want to do that in a less populated area. There are multiple accounts of the same thing from people from all over the world. People that do not know each other, do not live in the same cultures, and they're all looking up, they're all seeing things in the sky. So it would be naive of us to think that we're alone in the universe.
My mission is to assist and help those experiencing this phenomenon in such a way that they're able to continue and live with it, and also in a way that it can be measured, quantified, and reinforced within today's society, so that way it can be accepted and no longer viewed in a negative way. One thing that I do value in people is the ability to sense and feel when something is right and when something is wrong. That is a natural ability that we all share. Now, when we combine that with the paranormal and ufological abductions or visits, I have this sensation that these abilities are connected. Not everyone can sense, not everyone can feel. However, those who can are typically connected with something that we cannot explain. And part of my research is not just to investigate the experience, but it's also to understand and study the experiencer, to find out what they have in common with other experiencers, to try to figure out what the actual makeup is in order to be on that spectrum. There's a lot of it happening all over the world, and I do not know of any other study that is focusing on the individuals as people, only the phenomenon.
Welcome back. You are listening to Beyond the Tinfoil Hat. If you're enjoying this episode so far, consider becoming a member of our or send us a super chat. Your membership will get you bonus content like exclusive videos, and it will help us reach our goal of launching our training center, Interstellar, the Academy of Ufology and Paranormal Studies. Also, if you've ever experienced an unexplained event involving the paranormal, UFOs, extraterrestrials, dogmen, or any other paracryptid, head over to tesacan.org/reporting system. The more reports we get, the more we'll understand this phenomenon and how it affects our people. Let the others who have already reported be that example that proves we are making a difference. And if it wasn't for these reports, we would not be able to do what we do. And for that, we thank you. All right. So, people are chirping. Dad's leaving. Chantel. Thank you, Chantel. I've got to run, but catch it on replay. Brad, why do you believe extraterrestrials contact certain people over others? Thank you, Chantel.
I wouldn't mind if they come contact me, but I guess they just pick the certain people they want. That's all I can say.
But why do you think they're not talking? Why they're talking to them and not talking to me or you?
I don't know. I guess you have to, ask ask them, because I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
But you get abducted and all that, so
Yeah, I don't know why. That's what we're studying. That's what we're trying to figure out. But okay, Chantel, thank you. Have a good night. And Tim, the demon guy, says, has Brad found any evidence of life on other planets other than Mars? Have you been looking elsewhere?
No, I've been just checking Mars out.
Just checking Mars out?
Yeah.
Don't mind me. Want to have this guy hanging out here.
Well, that's the only one I've been checking out. I watching Mars and that. The other planets I haven't checked on, but the moon, yes, I checked out the moon. It's got life on it.
Okay, what kind of life? What kind of life is on the moon?
You're going to hate to say this, but you see this little guy here?
Yeah.
That's what's on the moon.
Why is he on so like this guy?
That guy there. Yeah, your guy. They're on the moon.
Yeah, how do you know that?
Well, they got carvings that look like them on the moon in the craters.
Okay.
But
all right.
I got a lot of pictures. And they got ships up there on the moon.
Okay.
Sitting there. If you look at the moon, they got some kind of chimney on the moon. There's steam coming out of there. I got pictures of that. And that's on the moon. And on the dark side, they got some kind of machinery inside the crater.
Right.
I think they're hollow. They're going into ground, underground. And if you look at some of them, you look at some of the craters, one side's really dark. It's just like you're going into a cave. When you look at a cave, sometimes it looks like a great big dark hole. That's what it looks like. So anyway.
You know what's interesting, since you mentioned that, I'm going to open up a program here. Share my screen.
Because the Chinese sent a probe up on the dark side of the moon. That's where I got them.
So I have interesting places. So as I do my investigations, so those of you guys watching this here, so this is kind of something I use when I'm doing investigations. For an example, those KDORS reports that you guys see me talk about, this is how I triangulate to figure out patterns and stuff. All right, so these are all different cases and stuff, suspects and witnesses and all that other stuff. I have it all here. But one of these interesting places that I have listed here, places of interest, where is it? Oh, is it not? Is it gone?
Lose it?
I thought I had it, which was an actual hole in the Antarctic.
Were you talking about that big pole, the big triangle hole in the Arctic?
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, that's the area they said go fly by over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So
essentially what we could do, we just look at our own planet.
Right.
Let's go to Antarctica, right?
Right.
You notice the shape of the Earth, Brad? Yeah.
Yeah, the Earth is round, not square. Well, really, it's almost shaped like an egg. Not like my brother Alan said, it's flat.
There's a place somewhere down here where it looked like a hole in Antarctica.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay, so this is what I want to kind of share with you guys. So my dad mentioned before he left, the question that he asked was, what happened to Project Blue Book? So I'll show
They took that off the air because we were getting too close.
Well, it's just a show, though.
Yeah, but they were telling the truth. We were getting too close.
Too close to what?
The truth.
All they were doing was explaining events that had taken place in the United States. You know,
Right.
like Project
Right.
Blue. Right. Oh, here's a question from Priscilla. Have you ever been to a psychic, Brad? And would you consider it?
I went. Well, I was at a fair. I went to see one, but I didn't believe it. But yes, I would. Yes, I would go.
But you said you saw one, but you didn't believe what she said?
Yeah.
What did she say?
He said it was going to come with a lot of money. Well, I haven't got all that money yet.
Well, you're still living. Right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. But you would consider it? Well, maybe.
Hey, sure.
Yeah, we should. Why not?
See what kind of life I'm going to have.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Well, Priscilla can read your cards too. You know, would you let her read your cards?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got nothing to be hiding.
Oh, they know.
I'm not scared of people reading cards or anything. I'm not scared of ghosts. I'm not scared of anybody reading my cards.
Okay, so you're Canadian, right?
I hope so. No, I'm an alien.
But everything that you talk about, you know about America, right? How much do you actually know about Canadian ufology?
Oh, Canadian, we got our own ships too. Don't forget.
Okay. Like what?
We had our UFOs crashes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me more.
Hey, I think it was down in Trenton. Something happened down there a long time ago, and that was by the Trenton Air Base or something. That was years ago. I don't know. Something happened there. They had the army there and everything, but I don't know why. Well, that was years ago. I was young then. That was down at Trenton Air Base.
Yeah. I actually know what you're talking about.
But that was a long time. I saw some weird things down there, up in the sky around Trenton Air Base. But I know they weren't.
This is the Trenton Air Base event you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the same. These are the same things that on Mars. If you let me show you pictures I got with stuff like that.
Yeah.
You see the around the circle there. You see the energy around it.
Down here, yeah.
Yeah, you see around it what that object is. It feels like some kind of energy is going around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a force field or something around that energy. The way it looks. Well, the people should go on check it out on Mars and that, and look up in the sky and all that stuff. You see them. They're watching the rovers up there.
Right.
And they're here. They're here.
So I'm going to share something with you, and I'm sharing it with the audience that has stuck around and that's catching this on the replay because it's relevant. It's relevant to what's going on. An article has just been released by a journalist by the name of Daniel Otis, where he's actually was able to make this link known through journalism. I've had this master link for a long time. I've been looking through the files. I've been combing through everything. And now that he's put it into the media, it makes it, more people have seen it. But the thing is nobody's actually doing anything with it. So I was really worried about, I wanted the message to get out so more people knew that Canada investigates UFOs as well, that we have UFOs too. Now that it's out there, nobody's doing anything with it, kind of proves no one was doing anything in the first place. Now I am comfortable to show it with you guys because this is where we're pulling our documents from. So this is a archived link. So I was given this link from the government when I asked for it. It's hard to find, but if you Google it, you can find it. It pops up in the other way, you know. But there's a database. But basically, Canada has been searching for UFOs or investigating UFOs since 1947. And so I didn't know if did you know that, Brad?
Oh yeah, I know we were looking for UFOs back then.
So Canada is fully transparent about their events. They have these documents that we are posting on our website. All these things are here for public consumption. Project Magnet, just so you know, Brad,
Right.
is a science engineering experiment that was similar to Project Blue Book for Canada.
Right.
Project Second Story, same idea. So they also have established in Canada significant events that have taken place. Clan Lake, Northwest Territories, Falcon Lake, Manitoba, Duhamel, Alberta, Shag Harbor, Prince George, and Shirley's Bay, which is where the observatory. So Canada has significantly documented and identified or labeled these events as unidentified flying object. And this was released way back in the 1990s. And nobody talks about it. No one has talked about it. So many people have written about it, but nobody's actually done any work on them. This is our website here. And I will show you that what we're doing with these documents is reposting them on our website, the ones that we get access to, because you have to go through an access database to get that. And we're actually transcribing them so you can read them. And so far, what we've learned through these documents, which you can also see on our map, I'll show you, Brad. Where's our map? And then I'm going to show you some images of reports that we got from civilians. I think that would be really cool to talk about. So we're actually mapping where all these events take place in Canada. That's how we're investigating. So you know. So Canada has a lot of stuff going on too. Like this thing. You see this thing right here?
Yeah. That looks like a diamond shape, ain't it?
Yeah, so I'll show you.
I can't see, it's kind of small, but I can't.
Yeah, I'm going to try and zoom it up for you here. So, I'm going to show you. Priscilla asked, will you come back on the show with more moon photos?
I got over 3,000 pictures. I'll come back. I'm not shy. Well, we're not alone, I tell you that.
Sure, Brad, what do you think this is?
It looks like a guy in a spacesuit.
Well, this is a solid black mass
Right.
from an experiencer. It was seen in a dark hallway. Oh, sorry, in a hallway.
Right.
So there's two pillars there. There's a light switch. There's a kitchen light
Yeah, I
switch.
feel right. Yeah.
So what do you think that is, and how do you think it got there? This is an experiencer event that's been reported.
Somebody else saw this?
Yeah, it's been reported. We've investigated it. It's on our website because we don't know what it is. What do you think it is?
Well, it looks like some kind of person there standing there. It looks like one of the astronaut suits.
Okay. Now, it says solid black, so you got to visualize that. That's completely black mass.
Peachy black. Well, I guess there has to be a ghost in it if it's peachy black.
Okay, so why would it be there then? Why would that ghost be there?
I really can't tell you.
Okay. So what do you think of these things? What are these guys?
Oh, yeah. Are you trying to tell me these are ghosts?
Well, these are entities. We can't confirm if they're aliens or ghosts because of the interpretation of the labels. But what we can confirm is that this particular experiencer observed these things outside of their bed one night while they were sleeping. What do you think? What do you think about that?
That's weird.
No, yeah, of course it's very weird. But what do
Very
you? What,
weird.
anybody in
Well,
the audience have any?
they could be ghosts or they could be aliens. I don't know. To me, I'll just say they're aliens.
So Priscilla says, "Hey Brad, I remember you saying that someone grabbed your feet when you were sleeping. Do you remember
Yeah.
anything else from that night? Let's talk about that."
Was it. That's
Thank
all I
you.
remember.
That's it.
Nothing else. I didn't see anything. Somebody grabbed my feet. That was it.
Both hands.
Just grabbed my feet. But what do you think? What would grab my feet that night? I don't know.
What were you dreaming about?
Somebody chasing me.
So she's asking if you remember anything else, though. Can you think? Remember anything?
No, I can't remember. All I remember is somebody grabbed my feet.
You didn't see these guys?
No, I never seen anything like that. No.
I'm trying to, yeah. I'm gonna fix the screen here. All right. So yeah, so she drew a couple images here. So this is an event that had happened one time as well by an experiencer. My mouse click is messy. So these lights in the sky kind of chased each other. They moved. So they moved here, and then here, and then here, and then they did a whole bunch of weird stuff in the center. Have you seen anything like that?
No.
No.
No, like that. No.
What about this guy? You seen anything that looks like this? What do you think this is?
That looks like a lizard.
Why would a lizard be in a cloak like this?
Don't ask me because that you see the face on it like a lizard. It could be. Hey, whatever I see on Mars, some of them look like that anyway.
You think these are from Mars?
I think so.
What makes you think that? Why?
Because there's some pictures I got that I have had carvings like that.
Okay.
With,
So this,
yeah,
particular,
but I don't know if it's from Mars, but to me it looks like so. It would be from Mars. Dude, to me, if
hi Claudia, thanks for coming in.
there's some carvings up there on Mars do not look like humans.
Right.
They look like lizards, animals.
So Priscilla's smart answer is to cover. They're in cloaks to cover it up. It's lizardness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Well, that makes sense, right? They don't want them to know. Want you to know that they're lizards. It might be scary. It might be creepy, right?
yeah, but
These particular beings appeared to an experiencer while they were asleep.
no, it's
So did these little guys. What do you think? These little guys at the end of the bed.
these guys here. I
It's
believe in them guys. Yes, I believe in them guys. I don't know why, but I don't know. I'm going to tell you, they're on the moon. These guys,
Hello,
and they're on the Earth too, inside, underground.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
you know
they're not that small. Some of them are very tall.
So why do you think these ones are at the end of her bed?
I don't know. Maybe because they want to. It's hard to say why they, That's another thing. Why would they want our DNA and all that stuff?
Why do you know that's what they want?
Well, they have to. That's the only reason I can think. Even with the cows and that, maybe why they're mutilating our cows and that, they're going to create some kind of different animal for them to eat. You never know.
Well, we don't know if it's the same thing that's mutilating the animals is the same thing that's doing this. We don't know that. We got to capture one to determine the other. That's why the disclosure thing is very important. The answer to one very well might give us answers to all.
Yeah,
right.
But they're here. They're on Earth. They're on the moon, and they're on Mars. The only problem is people are going to panic, and that's all I can say why they're keeping it away from us. Me, I really. Hey, you want my DNA? Come get it.
What about this guy here that looks like he's wearing a hat? What do you think about that?
I don't know. It could be, I guess that's what somebody saw. It's an alien wearing a hat. It could be his ears. You never know.
What about Men in Black?
Man in Black?
Yeah, what do you think about them? Oh, Scarborough Sasquatch Station assisted you. He said to harvest the DNA more than likely is what he's talking about, to power the organic crafts.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a possibility. If that's what's happening and there's science is there, that makes sense. Oh, what happened to my screen?
But it's hard to say, man. If they really want to take over the world, they can take over the world just like that, and nobody can do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
But and don't forget, look if they got them kind of machine, we can go here and go there, and the energy that they can create. You imagine if we had that, we wouldn't need gas and all that stuff.
No.
I think that's what the government's trying to keep it from us.
Right.
But the future's coming. So maybe when I die, maybe they will land on all over the place. I don't know why people are going to panic because the other life forms.
So what about this one here where they got some sort of this aura around them? What do you think that is?
That could be a force field or something around them.
Okay, why would they have a force field?
No, maybe it's something to protect them with. If you don't want, wouldn't you want to wear something? Say somebody comes out and shoot you?
I guess so.
Could be.
All right, what do you think this is?
That's an orb.
Okay.
Yeah, and inside them are spaceships.
Inside them?
Inside, yes.
How do you know that?
Well, I had a video, and it was on Channel 4, and I taped it back then. And I paused it quick, right? They were showing me it, okay? And I paused it quick. Okay. And when it stopped, you could see inside the orb, the shape of a spaceship.
I remember that day.
Hey?
I remember that day. You were pretty convinced.
Yeah. No.
Okay. All right.
That was on TV. Channel 4, they had that back then. And I did taped it, and I paused it quick, and you can see the shape of it. I even showed it to one of my friends. I said, "There, look. That's what's inside them."
So this is the same event, but just showing three. And look how low they are to the ground.
Yeah, they can go. Oh wow, they can go anywhere as they want.
Are you sure that they're crafts, though? Well, look how low they are.
I don't know, but they can get lower than that if they wanted to.
All right, what about this guy?
That's if you really look at the statues I got, you can see stuff like that
On Mars.
Mm-hmm.
This is a reptilian. Look
Yeah.
at
He's a reptilian, yes.
look at your shirt.
Yeah, it's an alien. But
How
it's like that.
What if the little green guys are actually these guys? And the gray guys are just these guys.
That's hard to say, man. I have to see the real one. Got ya.
Well, what I'm trying to get at is there's a lot of different types of things going on, but there's a lot of
yeah, but there's people are talking about the reptiles, the aliens. What about the other ones? You know, they look like us.
Mm-hmm. The Palladian. Yeah.
Hey, what about some of them look like us and all this stuff. What about them?
So that would be the Nordics. Sorry, just gotta get my screen.
But I don't know. I like to the truth come out anyway, so I can't see what the people are going to do. But all it's going to do is screw up the cycle. That's all.
So comments there. Anon Flux says ETs come out of the orb sometimes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tim. Hashtag ultra spectrum. That's exactly so. The ultra spectrum, Brad, just so you know, is a term that we are using to describe everything being connected.
Right.
And it comes from the super spectrum from John A. Keel, and but we want to heighten it up a little bit so we weren't necessarily copywriting, but
right.
The ultra spectrum, the whole idea behind that is that everything is on this band, and all these things are happening, and they're not different. They're connected, or they're part of each other.
Yeah, but now we're going to start seeing more.
Well, we need to have some sort of understanding of what one is.
Yeah, but when they start sending guys up to Mars to live there, what are they going to be, friend or a buffet? What do you think?
Well,
hey, what do you think? If they can send somebody up there on Mars and they find out there is life up there, are they going to be friendly or are they going to be full?
We gotta get there. We gotta get there first.
Well, I'll put it this way: if they keep sending stuff up there, they're going to get pissed off and start sending it back to us.
What do you think? What do you think of this one here with more detail?
Yeah, that's like that's a different one, eh? But the other one was really bright, eh?
Well, this one here in particular started off bright.
Right. Did it cool down?
Well, okay. So if I gotta paraphrase to see what I remember from this case. Is it started out like this from afar, and then as it got closer, this is what it looked like, and then when it was right above them or right in front of them, this is what it looked like.
But I don't know if there's a ship inside there or not, but it could be been a ship in there.
We're getting to those things. So there's these guys again.
Little Grace.
Mm-hmm. Now, this particular experiencer talks about being in a room with this table, these types of chairs. What do you think about classrooms? You know, people being taken and learning how to read code like this. What do you think of that?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I've never been abducted. And so I don't know what to say about that.
Okay. Well, what about people that get marks? What do you think is happening there?
I think they're taking pieces of you for DNA and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Why would they do that?
I guess they're going to create somebody or clone some people that look like us. You never know. They could be walking around today. I wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
Wouldn't, no.
You know that?
Mm-hmm. So here's one that kind of
Here,
looks
yeah, I remember that back when I was a teenager, something like that. People would talk about people like that.
Did you see something like this?
Hey, that's a guy, it's not a woman.
Well, according to this experiencer, this is a woman, but I mean, I am not gonna disagree with anyone because I don't know. I wasn't there. So,
No.
but did you see something that looks like this?
Well, I saw pictures of stuff like that, but that looks like a man. That's not a woman.
What does this look like?
That looks like Star Trek.
Yeah. So this is actually the vessel, some craft.
That's the triangle ship, the big black.
It's the top view, if I remember correctly. It's like I'm going back a couple years to when I investigated these cases. She was a pilot of this. This entity's name was Angie.
Angie?
Angie was the name that was given to her. What do you think of this guy?
That's one of them lizard guys?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Remember, and I'm just gonna, it's okay to say this because I talked about it earlier, and they're not here, but I was gonna do it while they were here. But let me go back. I think it was the previous page. I just want to give you context and everyone else, if the family's still around. But this one, this is my dad's sighting. Dad saw orb.
Yeah. Where did he see them?
Well, let's just walk these three objects under some form of control for an hour until they flew off into sequence and accelerated rapidly out of sight.
Yeah. Well, even my baby brother Kenny said he saw stuff like that too at the house behind the graveyard. We were flying around when we were out in the swimming pool. They saw stuff like that. Okay, big ones.
Hey, UFO man.
Yeah. Right?
Thank you. Yeah. No, hold on. I gotta interrupt you, Brad. UFO man said happy birthday. Thank you, Tim. Thank you.
But yeah, even Kenny told me he saw stuff like that, bigger. Yeah. Well,
Now,
I saw like sometimes at night I watch way up and I see stuff flying in front of the moon sometimes.
yeah. So this is what's all gonna come together here. So this guy,
Yeah.
your brother Rick.
That could be that. No, I can't because no, there's something that it's always been sticking in my head about it. I don't know if my brothers or nothing, but I think I don't know if I dreamt about it, but I remember Jimmy and us. We chased something. We chased something like that.
Okay. So
maybe
now
I dreamt about it.
So you see UFOs, Dad sees UFOs, Uncle Rick sees this, you get grabbed in your sleep, Grandma is a psychic medium, I get a download out of nowhere. You know, like there's
something about this one here.
Something about this family, man.
No, it's something about this thing here.
I see that you're still here. Do you have any experiences that we don't know about?
Like what? I always remember, like when I'm sleeping, I leave my body. Sometimes you ever get this feeling? You feel like I feel like I was floating in the air. And
so that's a projection.
Yeah.
Out of body experiences. So
I had that a couple times.
What do you think? UFO man says, looks like the hooded being I photographed. Well, UFO man, you should make a report so we can add that to our experience list. So Brad, what do you think this is? This diamond-shaped craft? What do you think that is?
Diamond-shaped craft. Not a UFO, I guess.
This is the view from the front.
That's a long one.
The view from the side.
Yeah,
View from underneath.
that's a big one.
And this was in from near Trenton, by the way, Peterborough.
Oh,
Scarborough Sasquatch Station. Thank you so much for that super chat. Happy birthday! Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Your donation goes towards TESA and the Academy. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that.
yeah.
Right on, guys. What's that, Brad?
You know,
Okay.
the one when I was young,
Yeah.
I
go ahead.
remember the one I was young, up playing in the schoolyard now, and I saw it was shaped like a football, and it was orange on the bottom.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
but we didn't see the top. We just saw the bottom.
Who's we?
Alan, my brother.
Okay.
That was years ago. Not when I were kids.
Yeah. Now, did Al go on that craft?
I don't remember. All I remember, the craft took off. That's it.
No, I'm just trying to understand when he saw that the Earth was flat. So if he went on board that craft, maybe he saw it.
Well, how come I think the world was round?
I know. We're gonna have to get Uncle Al on the show. Reggie, Reggie, if you're watching this,
Don't
let's
get
get
don't get my brother mad at me. He won't be mad at me. But Alan, I saw. I
You
swear it was
man.
Alan.
Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you.
Yeah. I swear it was Alan with me at that time when I was young.
So what do you think these things are?
They're some kind of herbs, lighting.
Yeah, so these are stills from a video of them moving around.
Moving around too much, maybe. But no. Like the government's keeping a lot of stuff from us, and to me, it's time for us to know about it. We're not, you know.
So here's another shadow figure in a doorway.
Yeah.
Why do you think they appear in doorways?
They walk right through the doorway. They can walk right through walls.
Okay. So for those of you guys who are seeing these pictures for the first time, because I haven't really shared this yet, didn't really fit the format, and since we're just, off the cuff for this episode, just want to let you guys know that those were the 2019 top cases with evidence. The 2020 cases will be added to the database, hopefully within the next month or so. All right, Brad, here's one that's interesting. So this is a picture here, Alberta Airport. So I got a circle around the object. This is the original object.
Yeah.
Zoom in. This is what was in the sky.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You see.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can cloak themselves.
Okay.
Look at that movie there. On CN there. I took some pictures. That's what that is. That was a flying machine or a ship, but it was cloaked.
So UFO man says aliens have transmedium abilities to walk through walls.
Yeah.
You believe that?
Yeah.
Interesting enough, this picture here, looks to me like one of the Men in Black because he's got the hat on.
Right.
Sorry here. He's got the hat, but this is a portal in his closet.
In his closet.
Yeah. So, and then this particular experiencer remembers. It's actually funny that we get to this. We come full circle because this is the very first case that was added.
Right.
But his experience is that this man had come through the portal, brought him through the portal. His next memory is that he was fighting a battle against reptiles, the lizards, defending these people here on, guess where?
Mars?
On Mars. Yeah. So what I'm trying to emphasize here with you guys.
Yeah, but there's a good one.
This is just carrying the story through with regression
Yeah.
on this particular guy. Is that even though Brad and I were looking at pictures of things that may look like objects on Mars that could very well be rocks, it's not out of the realm of possibility these days when you take in considerations little things from all these experiencers and you put them together in what we call the ultra spectrum. So I'm doing a little bit of a lesson here because I know a lot of the family is watching. They haven't watched every episode. I'm trying to give you guys up to speed onto what's going on. Also, try to stay through entertainment, but we or stay entertaining. But essentially, we believe that everything is connected.
Yeah, but Brian, half the stuff up there, Mother Nature did not make it. Somebody made them, carved them out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you look at some of these statues, the great big statues, they don't look like, they look like aliens, like animals, statues, like a creature or something like that.
Right.
I know what a carving looks like, and I know what a rock looks like. But if they spend millions of dollars to send something up in Mars, why blank, like, now they're starting to focus everything out more.
Right.
They're doing that.
So
right?
Anon Flux had agreed with the conversation, saying yes, they take abductees through walls too. And then UFO Man also commented again, they use transmedium technology to transport experiencers within a field. Right? So I know that UFO Man is an experiencer, and he's coming from perspective of his own. And Anon Flux says, I know I felt it. It feels rubbery on brick. So what I would show you guys here, since I have the website up, might as well. This little link here that says submit a report. This is kind of where you want to go for you too, UFO Man. But you basically go down here. Here's your reporting system. The first question it's going to ask you is if you witnessed the event, which I hope you did. If not, it'll redirect you to an investigator portal, which will be essential for you, UFO Man, when we secure the professional partnership, but I will go over that with you on another time. Then you just fill out this survey, this event, giving me all the details that we need to do for investigation. Once that report is done, Tim, the Demon Guy Morrison, will contact you and make sure that he is able to get all the available evidence, and then he passes it off to me for investigation. We work one-on-one together, and then if at the end of the year nobody can figure out what happened or what it is, then we add it to the database just like that, and you help us understand the phenomenon. We be able to add your information to the website like everybody else's. Now, not like your event information, not your personal information. I want to be clear on that. And it's through that we're able to compare experiencers with other experiencers and possibly connect you with other people so you guys can meet and talk. And another thing that avenue is there is we have this thing that's called Experiencers Anonymous. So Brad, this might be interesting for you too. It's a video thing like this. Our next one is this Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific, and that would be, 7 p.m. for our European friends. And essentially, you can register for the EA. We'll send you a link to that too. June 12th, 2021. Thank you, Tim. What that is a place for you to listen to other people share their experiences, talk about it, get it off your chest if you need to, share your own, compare stories, and just listen to others. And then you would be encouraged to make a report just like this afterwards. But it's there to just basically help you not feel alone. And it's anonymous, so that way you can protect your anonymity and just get it off your chest. Investigators aren't like, I wouldn't say investigators aren't present anymore, but we try to have, I stay away from it because I'm the one who's more than likely doing your investigation. So I don't want to have any preconceived thoughts by listening to the experience. I want to read the experience and document it in that way. But Chantel and Tim, they are manning that on behalf of the experiencers. We're going to have one every month. Another workshop that's coming in a couple months is the Academy, which I'll show you guys here. Brad, I don't think you knew about any of these other stuff too, right?
No.
So we have investigative portals. So the Training Academy, which I'm hoping to have developed over the next couple of months, where I will be able to teach you guys how to investigate the phenomenon to help people, help me help other people. Tim right now is my pupil, so he's doing well so far. Another thing that's available to you guys as investigators is a whole bunch of research stuff for you. But actually, let's look at this. This one here to emphasize the approach that we're taking, because it's the Experiencer Support Association.
Yeah.
So we support experiencers. So even though we looked at these pictures and we were having conversations about them, the reality is we want them for something. They're wanted, as you know, because as interesting as the conversation has, if you look at the experiencer phenomenon, this individual took somebody out of the room. This individual sexually assaulted an experiencer. So these people are abducting. This one caused assault. This one abducted. So these are actually, things that are, this one causing a disturbance, just making noise, being a pain in the ass. So the emphasis on this is that whether we don't know what's going on, but if it happens to be humans, if it happens to be government, these are infringements on our rights. What do you think about that, Brad? If somebody is taken out of their room without consent, how would you feel about that?
Kind of pissed off.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why we're looking at it.
Right.
So if you've seen any of these things, if any of this stuff looks familiar to you, we want you to make a report.
All they have to do is come down and ask. I would go.
We also have a free newsletter. So if you go to the website tesacan.org and you put in your email address and subscribe, our next newsletter is on disclosure for June. You can get previous episodes or articles. It's called The Impossible Truth. So Brad, these are articles that you could read too.
Yeah.
As soon as it loads. But we basically, we put this out to the public every month. Last month, Priscilla had done a tarot card reading called Cards of the Collective. So, and we're going to get another one this month too.
Oh, she can read my cards if she wants.
Yeah, we'll read your cards afterwards. I think we're going to have a fire if everybody stays awake.
Yeah. Like I say,
2 more hours, man. You're not free to go until midnight. What else is there? We have an expo that we're working on, which is going to be a retreat where we want everyone to experience the phenomenon. We're going to actually test it to see if we can make contact. What else have we got here for everybody? Documentary. We are filming a documentary on ufology. Yeah. Because we think it's a joke. And also, we are filming another production called Haunted by Aliens, which we haven't really announced yet, but it's coming, where we're going to display experiencers that have had what I call the paranormal hat trick, which includes ghosts, UFOs, and consciousness connections. And then, last but not least, we have a shop, Brad. Did you know that? We had this cool little shop and you can get some merchandise from it.
You did?
Yeah, we have a little store. So it's called the Paranormal Hangar.
Well, you're my nephew, so I should get everything free.
Well, you could.
Yeah.
Some stuff for you.
Send me a mug. You gotta give me a T-shirt there. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a couple things here you guys can pick up on the Paranormal Hangar. All proceeds go back to us. These are pins that you can get. We know you know.
Yeah. All right.
T-shirts. What's that?
Why don't you start doing hats?
We do have hats, but not one like yours.
Oh, you should do something like mine. Oh, that. Mine looks better. See?
Yours looks better.
Yeah, so I can't see. Oh, camera. Hey, guys. I made this one.
Yeah, actually, let's look at that in a second here. Hold on, Brad. I want to show you guys. You guys join the channel. So you guys are watching right now. If you hit subscribe before we go, you'll be notified when the next one comes in. This one is off the cuff because it's my birthday episode. We're having fun. I bribed Brad to be here. He's never been on a podcast. We didn't really have anything to talk about, so we kind of worked with it. But I think it turned out great, so I would like to give Brad a round of applause if we can. And I don't know if you can hear everybody around the world, Brad.
Wow, since it's around the world. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, so thank you so much for doing this. Good birthday present for me. I appreciate it. If you guys are watching this, you haven't hit subscribe now, please, because then you'll be notified when all the other videos come out.
And check out Mars.
If you want, consider becoming a member. You click join. It doesn't really show you, but for $2.99, you get bonus material, including a new video that we just recorded answering questions as TESA for experiencers and updates. We were asked our opinion on MUFON, our opinion on Stephen Greer. So we answered that. We talked for an hour. And I gave my opinion about MUFON, so you might want to do that. So UFO Man, Chantel, Tim, I think you guys are all members. Yep, I see you all there. So you'll get that video soon. There will also be bloopers for that. There will be bloopers for the members video too. And actually, you know what, Brad? Let's end it. And there's also another tier which is $4.99, which gets you other additional bulk content plus a discount code to the Paranormal Hangar.
Yeah.
Brad, I'm going to show you this video here. This is our trailer. Sorry, could you hear that? Did you hear any music?
I hear music, yeah.
So this is our trailer for the ufology movie that we're working on. All right.
Yeah, I have a funny feeling we're going to see more. People are going to see a lot more UFOs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This video that just popped up, Brad.
Yeah.
This is one of our videos from an experiencer that's from the 2020 that we haven't uploaded yet. Tell me what you think it is. Can you see it?
Right there, the three lights?
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, I see that. not a drone, is it?
No. And according to the Air Force, they don't know what it is either.
Yeah, it's a spaceship, probably. But you're going to see more of that. You guys are going to start seeing lots of them.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to have to wrap the show up. Oh, did I get rid of you?
Yeah.
Come on.
No, we're going to see a lot more of that stuff. People are going to see a lot more.
Since I got 5 of you guys still watching right now, I'm going to show you guys the members video. So when you join and you become a member, so when you click this button, join, this is the perks that you get. So you notice how I was talking to some of the members tonight, some of the emoticons, some of the symbols beside people. That's the benefits that you get as a member. So I'm going to show you guys that video now. And then we'll talk about a couple other things, and then we'll call it a night.
With MailChimp's customer journey smarts, you can track when a customer buys something.
Hello, new YouTube member. Guess what? You've just unlocked bonus content that no one else has seen before, and you get exclusive access to some neat features. Join the Experiencers Anonymous tier. You unlock loyalty badges, which will appear next to your name when you join us live during any of our videos. The longer you stay with us, the cooler the badge will be. Also, you get to use these cool custom emojis that we made just for you. You also get to access our private Discord chat where we can communicate all the time privately. All you have to do is email us at admin@tesacan.org. Let us know you want in on the discussion, and we will send you the link directly to Discord. This tier also unlocks early access to new videos, behind the scenes, and blooper footage, as well as some exclusive videos made just for members. All that for $2.99 Canadian a month. If you join the unclassified tier for $4.99 Canadian, you would get everything I just said, plus extended footage of some of our featured videos, a discount to our merch store, and so much more. If you are a member of the unclassified tier, email us at admin@tesacan.org and let us know, and we will send you a discount code for the Paranormal Hangar.
Good.
All proceeds go back into the mission and help us create educational content for you and the rest of the world. Thank you for being a part of that journey. There are lots of perks. Make sure you check that out. Also, you can use this to have to share and communicate with TESA. That's it. Unless you have a better idea. If you do, email us at admin@tesacan.org if you have any requests for videos or bonus perks or anything at all. Really, you are in charge. Don't be afraid to reach out. Thanks for your support, and if you know anyone else who may benefit, please share our channel. The more people we have, the more we can help. And thanks for watching. Keep your eyes on the sky. Say it with me. Say it. Heed the world. Heed the world.
So, those of you that are members, that community tab, this tab right here, you can't see it because I'm not logged in, but there is conversation going in here for you members. You guys can comment, you can talk to us as members. Make sure you use that. You get us one-on-one. Also, Discord. You guys have access to a private chat where you can text me at any time, Tim at any time, Chantel at any time. Again, it's only $2.99 a month, which is Canadian. If you're American, that's probably like 50 cents because our dollar is like, is nothing to you guys. So, so all that stuff is available to you guys. So, Brad, that's the TESA tour, and you made it, man.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Feel okay.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to talk more about Mars.
All right. Well, okay. We're in overtime. What do you want to talk about Mars then? Let's go. What do you got?
Did you get that picture of the lizard beside the rover?
When did you send me that?
I thought you. Oh, I showed you the picture. I thought you took the picture of it. Remember the lizard, Ed, beside the.
Yeah.
Did you take it?
I'm
Did you send
checking.
it?
Yeah, I don't have it.
Oh, well, maybe next time.
Well,
But there's animals up there too. So lizards and all that stuff up there.
all
Yeah.
right.
Go on Mars. Go on Mars and check it out.
All right. So Priscilla says, let's get some s'mores into that, man. So that's right. We're going to have a fire. We're going to have some s'mores. Timmy, I need more coffee. I drank it all. 10 o'clock at night. We can work. Maybe we'll work tomorrow. Maybe not. Still
Past my bedtime.
Yeah, I know. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, family. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Ashley.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mom. Mom is watching also.
Yeah, same
We
here.
can't comment, but she's here. So I wanted to show a little bit while I had the family here. If that's repeat for you guys, I apologize, but hopefully it's new. Thank you so much for the super chats tonight. You guys are on fire. All those proceeds are going back to the training academy. So thank you so much for doing that. And if you are a member, remember you have access to perks. So email us at admin@tesacanada.org so you can get connected with all those other things. Okay. And if you become a new member, email us too so we can set you up right away. So
Everybody be safe.
everyone be safe out there.
Yeah.
And feed the world. Thanks for watching. Keep your eyes in the sky. Feed the world. Thanks for listening. Keep your eyes in the sky. Say it with me. Feed the world. Good night, everybody.
Hi there, this is Dave Scott from Spaced Out Radio, where together, my friends, we own the night. On our website, spacedoutradio.com, we have a place called the SOR Sightlines Report. All of our investigations and people who inquire are turned over to TESA, the Experiencer Support Association. Ryan Stacey and his crew, what I like about them, they're independent. They're not working for anybody, and they want answers. We want answers for our listeners and people who inquire as well about their experiences. It's a great tandem, and we love being teamed up with TESA. If you haven't heard of us before, that's okay. We'd love to earn your listening ears. Join us 9:06 Pacific Time, 12:06 a.m. Eastern for 3 hours of live entertainment, 7 days a week.
Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Oh, hey there. So you stayed until the end? Good for you. Do you think there was a spoiler or something, like in the superhero movies? Oh, you did? Well, head over to YouTube and join the channel as a member, because Uncharted Case Files is back. Better than ever. See you there.
I want to thank our support team with assisting me and helping all of our experiencers during these times of high strangeness. We are not alone, everything is connected, and we are in this together. Please remember, TESA is everyone. I may have started this movement, but it is each and every one of you that carries us through. Thanks for looking up, keep your eyes in the sky, and heed the world.